Hey guys, today's video is in collaboration with Sand and Sky and I'm going to be doing my holiday inspired makeup look. So it's going to be a full face of makeup, what I'm going to be wearing between now and New Year's. So it's all my favourite products, my go-to glam, just perfect for the holiday season. So if you have any parties coming up, if you like to get dolled up for Christmas Day, New Year's, whatever floats your boat, this is like my go-to simple soft glam. So I wanted to start off by using a face mask, and my absolute favourite mask to use before makeup is the Sand and Sky Pink Clay Mask. Now if you haven't heard of this before, Sand and Sky put pink clay masks on the map. They also have a pink clay based exfoliator too in their range, and for the holiday season they have launched these adorable sets, which is just like the most perfect gift. And then we've got to tell you guys the most exciting part. Sand and Sky are having a huge, and I mean huge, sale for Cyber Monday with up to 50% off site-wide. Crazy, right? I don't think they've ever had a sale that big. I could be wrong, but I think it might be their biggest sale yet. So it is a perfect time to stock up or pick up some gifts for the holiday season for your loved ones. I hope none of my family are watching today's video because they're going to be getting some of these for their Christmas presents, but it's also a really great time to restock on your favorites. So if you know you love Sand and Sky or you've been wanting to try some of their products, now is the time to do it. I'll have all the details in the description box, so be sure to check that out. As you guys can see, this makeup bag is literally everything. It says on the front, a holiday for your skin, and I mean, the pink clay mask is most certainly that. This is a reusable makeup bag, so it's going to be perfect for travel. So inside you get the microfiber makeup removing cloth, which is amazing. It removes your makeup and you can also use it to remove your face mask. All you have to do is rinse it underwater and get it nice and wet and you're good to go. The number one product of the gift set, the Sand and Sky Pink Clay Mask. You will see inside you have a little brush to apply it with. So this is what the jar looks like. It is so cute. Oh, look how creamy it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love the smell of it. But as you guys can see, I have a lot of redness and enlarged pores, in particular around my nose. So on my nose and also in the very inner corners, this is where I have the most trouble with makeup and also with redness and blocked pores. And I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but I have quite enlarged pores all across my cheeks as well. That is my problem area. So I just like to give my face a gentle cleanse before applying my pink clay mask, and I just apply it with the little Sand and Sky brush that it comes with, which is so cute. So Sand and Sky products are totally cruelty free. They're made with all natural ingredients, which is amazing. They're free of nasties, so they're just really great for your skin. And guys, the second you pop it on your face, you can feel it working. It feels so refreshing. So once you have a good layer on your face, you just want to set your timer and let it just dry down for a good 10 minutes. So you can use the pink clay mask morning or night, before bed or right before makeup, whatever floats your boat. The reason I really enjoy using it right before applying makeup is because of what it actually does for your skin. So it really detoxifies and purifies your pores, which can give you the appearance of reduced pore size. So it helps to remove all the toxins and just yuck from your day or your week, whenever the last time you did a mask was. So when you put your makeup on top, your pores look a lot more refined and smaller, so makeup doesn't settle in them as much. It also really brightens your overall complexion and gives your skin a gorgeous glow in 10 minutes. I have a combination skin type and I use this about 1 to 2 times a week. I feel like that's all my skin really needs to keep it like super purified and healthy looking. And then if you're a bit more of a sensitive skin type, I would still recommend this one. You know, typically if you're really sensitive, you kind of stay away from things like clay masks, but this one, the ingredients are so gentle. It has stuff like aloe vera in it, which is just really soothing on your skin. When you remove this mask too, you guys will notice that your skin doesn't like feel so tight that it hurts. So although it tightens and firms, it has a lot of hydrating qualities in it too, so it doesn't leave your skin feeling thirsty as well, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna remove this bad boy now and just show you my beautiful skin underneath. So once you're finished removing your mask, you can wash this just in the washing machine with your towels or whatever. And here is my skin after the mask. It feels like so baby butt soft, smooth. It is crazy. I cannot get over it. There's like literally no texture left on my face. All my pores just feel so much more refined and clean, and I feel like the redness has overall reduced on my face, and it just feels like ready for moisturizer and ready to go in with my makeup. It really makes your overall complexion so much brighter. So if you guys like the look of this mask and you want to check it out, all the details will be in the description box, and don't forget they're having their huge Cyber Monday sale with up to 50% off, and who doesn't love a sale? I'm sorry, sales are my favorite thing ever, so definitely check out Sand & Sky, guys. Their products are flipping incredible. So now time to moisturize. My favorite moisturizer to go under makeup is my Dermalogica Active Moist. So this is a really good one. It really soaks into the skin and just makes your skin feel super hydrated, and just, yeah, my skin laps it up, it loves it. And next up, I'm going to use some of my Benefit It's Potent Eye Cream. Someone was telling me the other day that they had really dry under eyes, and when I asked them what eye cream they were using, they said none. And I'm like, you can't not use an eye cream. Even if you don't have dry under eyes, you guys need to use eye creams, okay? It's not negotiable. And then next up, I'm just going to go in with my MAC Fix Plus and give my face a really good spritzing. I just love how this makes my skin feel. It's just like another layer of hydration, I guess. And although we're coming into warmer months in Australia, and I do typically get a lot more oily in summer, I'm still using my Too Faced Hangover Primer at the moment because I just can't stop using it. It's my favorite primer. It really smooths out the skin, and this foundation goes on so nicely on top, so I'm going to prime using that. So for foundation and concealer, I'm going to be using one of my favorite combos, and that is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Light Beige and the Super Coverage Concealer in the shade Vanilla. This is a really flawless combination. It gives like super healthy glowing looking skin while still being like tiny bit matte, not super matte, but tiny bit matte, and it's a really beautiful combo. So next up, time to conceal. Now this concealer, guys, is one of the best on the market. If you're looking for a really great wearable concealer that's still super full coverage, this is it. So I like to pop it like everywhere, under my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead, and it is just perfection. So before I go ahead and set my face and stuff, I just want to show you guys like how beautifully that foundation and concealer just all on its own is sitting on my face. It is honestly so perfect. My skin was just like such a smooth, silky, soft canvas today that like no matter what foundation I used, it would have looked amazing. So just wanted to give you guys that little close up. So now I'm going to set my face because I always set my face no matter what. And I set my under eyes with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Light. And I use my Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush. And then for the rest of my face, I use the shade Medium in MAC Mineralized Skin Finish still as well. And I use a large F30 powder brush, and I just set my entire face with this one. So next up, we're going to bronze up our face and add some color back into our skin, and the Hoola Light is my all-time favorite bronzer. So it is a much lighter bronzer. Even when I'm fake tanned, it's kind of probably a little bit on the light side for me, but it just builds so beautifully, and I love applying it with a small contour F05 brush. This is a much more dense, defined brush. So what I do is I pat into the bronzer and then I pat it on my cheekbones to build up the intensity, and I think it just makes for like a really nice natural looking contour. Harsh contour I think looks a little bit funny on me, and I think most average people don't do too crazy of a contour in real life because on camera it can look really beautiful, but in person it can look a little bit much. So as you guys can see, the cheekbone is definitely defined, the bronzer is there, but it is a little bit more on the subtle side for a full glam, but I just think it's a really nice shade on my complexion and I just really like it. So now we need some blush. Now my holy grail blush, which I use all the time, is New Romance by MAC, and the reason I use it all the time is because it is just the most perfect color on my complexion. It is a really nice peachy shade blush, but it has like a sheen to it, so it gives your skin like a really beautiful flushness and glow across the cheeks. And I'm just using my F10 blush brush to apply it. So next up, we're going to highlight, and it's one of my favorite parts and my all-time favorite highlighter, which is so perfect for this time of year, is the AMREZY and ANASTASIA highlight. This is a limited edition highlight, but it is being restocked. If it's not already restocked, it is coming. It is a beautiful gold shade. So as you guys can see, it's not super yellow gold, it's more champagne-y gold, and it just looks like wet across your cheeks. Let me show you guys. I'm using my F03 highlighter brush and I'm patting into the pan. You guys wait till you see this glow. Can you see that? One swipe. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like I literally drench myself in this. Like I put so much on. You don't even need to, but I do because it's so beautiful, and I just love that wet look. It's not chunky, it's not glittery at all in the slightest. It is just like liquid gold Oh, give it to me. So I'm going to quickly jump off camera and do my brows because they just take me forever with fiddling and it's nothing exciting. I have just been using my $1 Billion Brow Pencil and it's in the shade Universal and it's a really nice creamy brow pencil. So I'm going to jump off camera and come back and show you them when they're done. Okay guys, my brows are on. They are certainly long distant relatives, not sisters. And there's a puppy's little feet coming in. You sit down. Yeah, you sit down with mummy, good girl. Mia just came in. So, brows are meant to be semi-related, mine are not, but that's okay, we'll survive. So I'm going to set my face in place with the All Nighter Urban Decay setting spray. Hands down, best setting spray I've ever used. I feel like this really prolongs my foundation throughout the day and just stops it from breaking up and getting oily throughout the day too. So I like to pop it on when I've got all my base products down before I put any eye makeup on. And we'll just let that set in place, and then once that has all dried down, we are going to prime our eyelids, and I am using the Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion in the shade Eden. Okay, so once I've got that on, I like to go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Light, and I just set my eyelids in place with that as well. So now for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using my new favourite eyeshadow palette, and it's Huda Beauty's new Nude palette. The colours in this palette are just so beautiful. I've had a chance to try out nearly everything now apart from the pressed glitters and the concealer shade. To be honest, they're like the 3 pans that I'm probably not going to touch anytime soon or probably won't use very often. But today I'm going to be using these browner tones down here and then also the gold shade on my lid. So the brown shades in this palette are still very much like pinky browns. So it's kind of like a pinky brown gold smoky eye, if that makes sense. But that's what I'm going to be using. So without further ado, I'm just going to get straight into it. So I'm going to start off by using the shade Teddy. It's a really nice pinky brown transition shade once applied. I typically always like to start off on my outer V if I'm doing a smoky eye and just like patting it down first and then blending it and blending it out like really far, just so it gives you the most beautiful gradient and the smokiest looking eye possible. And I'm also going to be blending it in to my inner corner, not all the way, but sort of like nearly towards the end of my brow on the inner corner. Okay, so that's how the eyes are looking now. We're going to go in with a deeper shade now, and it's going to be the shade Raw. And it is like one of the darkest colors in this palette, and we're going to pop that sort of in the same location, or area I should say, or not location. And just sort of blend it down a little bit lower though. And then now I'm just going to take a pencil brush and I'm just going to blend the same 2 shades along my lower lash line and just smoke them out. Hi Papas, what are you doing? Do you need to go outside? Okay, come on, I'll take you outside. Lily and Mia are seriously so funny. They tell me when they want to go outside. It's hilarious. They'll like pitter patter up here from the lounge room and be like, hey mom, we need to go out and do a wee. Can you let us outside now? It's so funny. Now for the lid shade, I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorite formulas, and it is this foiled formula in the new Nude palette. So these colors here that have like the white specks in them and stuff, they're foiled shadows that have like a pearlescent shadow pressed into it as well. So when you apply them to the lid, they are incredibly metallic, and in the pan they look so beautiful. They are best applied with either your finger or an actual sponge tip applicator, believe it or not. Like these have always been rubbish in my mind. Like I've never thought they were good for anything. I was like, what's the point of having them? They're useless. They're not. They're great for shimmers and for foiled shadows in particular. I wanted to keep this look super simple and not do a cut crease or anything like that, because that is really time consuming, and like if you let someone to be, you don't always want to be spending 10,000 hours on your makeup. So I am also going to take a bit of my Anastasia highlight and the E45 brush, and I am just going to add that little bit of extra highlight to my inner corner. And then also dusting it across my brow bone. So now depending on your personal preference, you can either go ahead and just pop mascara on, you could do some liner across your lash line and pop some falsies on, or you can do a wing. I'm going to do a wing because it wouldn't be a glam look for me without a little bit of a wing, and that's what I would personally wear. I always use the Quick Flick for my wing liner. This is the Intense Black in the modest size, which is 10 millimeters. So it's a really nice size flick. It's not too obnoxious, but it's not too small. And this is just the best product to use if you have a hard time doing liner. It's so easy. It's a stamp and on one end and then like a liner on the other end. It just makes it an absolute breeze. Just like that. So as you guys can see, that's the stencil. Then I just go across and line my lash line. And then next up, I'm just going to pop on some lashes. I'm just going to be using some ARDELL Studio Effect Demi-Wispies. I don't have the box that they're in, sorry. So that's them. They're just like, they flare out longer on the outer corner. They have an invisible band. They're very easy to apply, and they're less dramatic lashes, so they're not super full-on lashes. They're very comfortable to wear, so if you're going out, you want something that's going to be a little bit more comfortable on your eyes, so that's what I would personally rock. And I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Lash Glue in black, so I'm going to quickly pop those on and I'll be right back. Woohoo! So my lashes are on, so now we're going to do some mascara, and I'm using the MAC Bad and Bold Mascara. I really like this because it has the little tiny mascara wand, so it's great for your lower lash line, and I actually like it when I've got falsies on because I can just get in up under the falsies and coat my natural lashes. I have like really terrible natural lashes. They point straight down, so I'm in desperate need of a lash lift to curl them back up. Oh, we're nearly finished. We're nearly all done. So last but certainly not least, we're going to do lipstick, and I'm a nude girl, so you could definitely pair it with a red lip if you wanted, whatever color you would like really. I think nude just looks really nice with these colors, so I'm going to use the shade Blankety from MAC, and I'm also going to be using KYLIE So Cute gloss on top. So I just need to go quickly fix my hair and pop on some diamonds, and I'll be right back. So there you have it, guys. This is the completed makeup look. I feel like it's just the perfect amount for the holiday season. So I hope I could help you guys out with some inspo. My skin, I feel like, just looks so radiant and gorgeous, and that's thanks to using the Sand and Sky Pink Clay Mask beforehand. It just leaves you with the most perfect prepped skin for makeup application, and then even when you're not wearing makeup, it just obviously makes your skin feel $1,000,000 and look $1,000,000. So definitely check out Sand and Sky if you guys haven't already. And I'm also going to pop a picture to the left, or your right, my left, on the screen so you guys can see some outfit inspo. I would definitely rock this jumpsuit from Meshki. It reminds me of the same color of this highlighter. It's like a really beautiful like gold champagne color, and it says everything. I actually tried it on in a try on haul as well, so I'll link that video below in case you guys are wanting some outfit ideas, because I have some really cute outfits in that video. So thank you so very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me some comments below, and I'll be talking to you really soon. Bye.